Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. And now the handoff. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. We'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
A handoff to the back. Finding space at the 20. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Louisville.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's looking deep here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Can he make it to the marker? They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and the ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Aztecs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And there's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now a carry here for the fullback. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And the Aztecs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to extend the play. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
The Aztecs looking to cash in this red zone trip. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They test the middle but get stopped. That run goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And they pick up the first on the ground. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. The receivers are bunched together. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They tackle him about the 14.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll feed the back again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Cardinals hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on fourth and goal. Got to put that behind them. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he finds his tight end for the catch. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Running out of time in the pocket. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. And the Aztecs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the defense gets above, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Louisville offense is back out there on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's on the run, launches deep, incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Cardinals line up on 1st and 10 now. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down.
The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The San Diego State offense on the field now. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. The back's got it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Tailback with another carry. Making people miss. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The ball is caught. They can't slow him down. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
First and goal, handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
All back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Receiver makes the catch, and he's in. Touchdown, Aztecs. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aztecs will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. Try to run it.
But get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To the air, it's Wilson. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Cardinals will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert.
It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Got him, he's sacked.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. They'll hand it off. Oh, what a move. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging them, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Looking to throw. It's Wilson. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Wilson. Defense is coming after him. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. The Cardinals looking to run some tempo here. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys out front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Tries to get it to the running back. And the ball is hauled in. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Cardinals with 1st and 10 here.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To the air, it's Wilson. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it from the gun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now it's second down here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Powers through the tackle. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass this time. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
It's a small gain, but look who they threw the football to, the fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
One of the biggest nice plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Takes them about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
Kick is up and no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Dropping back. It's Wilson. It's caught. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter, trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock, and let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Direct snap to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Wilson. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Let's it fly to the wideout. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
This is a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and